Vince. We got a very special guest today. We got my boy Calvin, aka Skywalker.
I actually own my own production company. I do lights, I do video, I do sound.
Let's talk about some trippy shit, dog.
From BlackRock, from these big financial companies who really have the power.
So all the shit with the Mexican stuff, it was really, I'm gonna get hate for defending Trump, but it was really basically him saying, but he was specifically talking about the.
No, I know what you're saying. Just
that sounds bad.
I know that's
edit that.
No, we're leaving that in. Leave that shit in. Welcome back, YouTube. It's your boy Matty fucking Smokes. To my right, we got Andrew Santino. Our special guest today is the DOD King himself. I don't really know his name though. That was it. Nah, just kidding. What's up, man? Welcome back to the Otown Talk. It's your boy 3. To my right, we got Vince. We got a very special guest today. We got my boy Calvin, aka Skywalker. We're here to have a great time, man. We got the boys only today.
Basically got a family reunion going on right now, dog. Because like you guys know each other a little longer than I've known both of y'all. But we've all been rolling together since we were 11.
Dude, that's crazy. That's insane to think about.
It's basically like, this is the cul-de-sac boys pod. That's what we got to title this one. This is the cul-de-sac boys. You know what I mean?
That's fine.
We didn't really live in a cul-de-sac, but it's the same vibe.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We were still
Might as well have.
But
so,
yeah, bro.
Calvin, you've been active lately, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as money moves, traveling moves, all that kind of stuff. So what are some places you've been to recently?
Well, I've been all over the damn United States this year. I've been to Hawaii, Colorado, North Carolina. I've been to Tennessee, Washington State, California. And next month, I'm actually doing my European tour. I'm going to Europe.
And that's all within a year?
Yeah.
God damn.
The better question is, where haven't you been?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying,
Like,
my
damn.
boy.
What's still on the list?
Are you trying to hit all 50 states? Is that kind of like a goal of yours?
No, but I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool.
There's some states you could skip over.
But so out of those places, what was your favorite one?
Hawaii, by far,
Hawaii?
which is actually pretty sad because of what's going on. And like, if I had all the money in the world, I've always said this, the place I would live is Maui. I would live in fucking Maui. And
Why is that?
It's beautiful, bro. It is like, it's a whole nother world.
But you heard about the fires, right?
Sense. Yeah. It's fucked. It made me really sad when I saw that because I was just there at the banyan tree like
that's
4 months ago.
Yeah,
it's fucking burnt to a crisp now.
Yeah,
it's gone.
that's crazy.
Holy shit. Are the fires still like going or did they put them out? I just heard that there was fire. I haven't kept up with it.
They're pretty much done at this point.
They're done. I think there's still some bursts though. I think I saw a video today.
There's places simmering, but it's pretty much.
What happened?
But
how did it start?
I believe from lightning.
Oh, really?
I can't say for sure.
It's crazy how it can
there was
like
there was a tropical disturbance like moving past and it was blowing like 100-mile-an-hour winds down the mountain.
Shit.
So a little fire started and it just ripped down the mountain because it was dry. They hadn't had rain in a little bit. And yeah, it burned.
As soon as it caught fire, it was a wrap.
Yeah, it was.
Dude,
when I saw that,
insane.
I was pretty sad. I'm not gonna lie, but
yeah, I just looked like I saw that they had fires going on, but like I didn't.
Yeah,
as I probably should whenever I see stuff like that.
I didn't look into it too much. All I saw was some conspiracy theories about it. You know, we don't need to hop into that. But one question I have for you as far as the traveling goes, because I feel like this is the mindset of like our current generation, and it is my mindset as well. I'm more on the mindset of like grind now, travel later. What has you so antsy to travel now?
I wouldn't say it's like antsy. And it is, I will admit that I do spend a lot of money on traveling. Like what I'm spending next month on Europe, I probably could have put a down payment on a house, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to disagree if you think that it's a little irresponsible, but I just want to see the world.
I wouldn't call it full irresponsible. I mean, you know, it is kind of like you live your life the way you want to live it.
Yeah, for sure.
My thing is though, like, don't you feel if you put that money into certain avenues of grinding that you could then have more money to then travel better and to more places in the future?
Oh, certainly. And I plan on traveling my whole life. Yeah. But I mean, and I've been like I was telling you earlier before the pod, I've been single for 7 years. So that
saves you money.
I've had some time and I've had time to kind of figure out what I like and what I want. And I don't know. I've been wanting to travel. So the past year and a half, I've just been, every time I have the funds and free time, I say fuck it, you know?
Yeah, just go.
And I do after Europe next month, I do plan on this year. I'm getting a house. I'm getting my company straightened out, my LLCs, and I just got a Roth IRA and
So next year's grind time.
complete.
So you're kind of
grind
taking basically
city
like a year and a
because-
half of travel time, fun time, and then go
Yeah.
grind time next year.
because like I said, I was single for 7 years and I'm 24 now. So
Right.
it is just recently it's been on the back of my mind in my subconscious that I don't want to be too old when I settle down. I don't want to be too old when I have a child, you know, maybe
Right.
early 30s,
Yeah, that's what you're
maybe
saying.
even late 20s if it shapes out
Really?
that way. I don't know.
Right.
But it's been on the back of my mind because it took a while, but I've got my stuff figured out. So yeah, I don't know. I think
So basically, what about as far as, because you say you want to, I get, it sounds like what you're saying is you want to kind of get this stuff out of your system before you get on settle down mode type deal. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Kind of, yeah.
And maybe still, like, enjoy it
That's a way
later
of
on.
putting it.
So what about like being able to experience those places with your future like significant other?
Oh yeah, I would love to.
But what I'm saying is like for the first time, because now you're checking a lot of boxes by yourself. Now you're not
Sure.
going to
Yeah.
get to have those first time authentic experiences
Sure.
with
I mean,
the partner.
That's all right. If I'm comfortable enough with myself, I think it doesn't matter. It'll be like the first time. if
Yeah,
it's the
it
right
is
one.
still like a new experience
course,
having
yeah.
them there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What companies and stuff are you working on? Do you want to like shout out anything? Want to like sponsor us?
Sponsor you? Yeah.
no,
shit,
fine.
I mean,
no. Too soon for that? Oh, my bad.
yeah, I mean.
Oh, is it under
we'll
wraps,
shout
on the
out,
works?
We'll shout out Skywalker and Skywalker LLC, Skywalker Productions.
Yo.
Well, me and three over here, we've released a pretty good amount of music together, and I'm sure y'all know this, but
Let's drop links in the.
Yeah, we'll put the link in the description. Y'all gonna make sure if you haven't heard Skywalker and Three's music, yeah, definitely go peep that.
we're some
They go
hometown
hard.
heroes. We're
They go
some
hard.
hometown heroes for sure.
Oh yeah. But that's dope, dude. So you're gonna be working on that and then continue traveling, saving up, and then
Yep.
that's what's up, dude.
Don't you have another business going on right now?
Yeah, so I actually own my own production company and I do audio visual work. And that's fun. It kind of ties into what we're doing now because that's what I do, baby. I do lights, I do video, I do sound, and it's fun. I get to hire friends, put them on work, and I don't know, it's really, I'm living the dream right now. I'm living the dream, but
Just
I
enjoying
am
life.
I like what you were saying earlier, and I do agree with what you were saying about kind of, settling down, focusing my money on the future.
Yeah.
And I've just recently kind of figured that part out.
Yeah.
Because I was going wild for a while.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
think after Europe might be the
That
last
was,
one, the last hurrah before you lock down for a little
I
bit?
think so.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
I
say.
think so.
Sweet.
I mean, it's fun to travel and like, obviously experience things, hang out with your friends and experience those things with them. But yeah, I mean, comes a time where you got to sit down and be like, dang, got to start saving some money. You got to start putting that towards
Investing.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing, dude. I'm trying to invest.
Well, keep in
bro.
mind this is an investment. Like
Well,
investing
this
doesn't
too,
necessarily
yeah.
mean stocks.
No, but well,
An investment's
I mean,
anything
in
you're
whatever,
putting money into.
Yeah, that's what I'm
receive
saying.
money
I mean,
back
yeah,
from.
I'm speaking just generally.
Yeah.
Like, just
Yeah,
I'm
and-
trying to invest my money into something that is going to make me money,
Yeah.
Yeah. And
such as.
to be clear, yeah, when I say investments, I'm not really talking about stocks. I mean, I've got my money in a few penny stocks and some
Yeah, I'm
and some
with you on that.
cryptocurrencies.
Same, yeah.
I'm about small businesses, LLCs in my name, tax write-offs. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I
I'm
used to be
thinking-
heavy in the stock market. I was day
Yeah.
trading for a while.
Yeah, I forgot you fell off that.
Yeah, well, mainly because I hit some big trades and shit, but I was hitting big trades with little dollars. You know what I mean? I had small money at the time. So, and then when I actually got enough bread to like get bigger investments, the market has been a shit show lately. And I don't feel comfortable right now with the current market going into like small stocks, like risky stocks
Yeah,
with the way the
exactly.
market is right now. It's like, I could go fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting for a little bit of a rebound. Right now, I'm just putting my money into like blue chips and shit
Mhm.
because they're going to go back up. So it's free money on the
Right,
table.
yeah.
You just buy a fucking blue chip, and then in a couple of years when the market rebounds, you triple your money, you know,
That's what
or double.
I
Man.
need to actually learn the market because I haven't even studied it yet. I have
Yeah,
no
blue
idea.
chips are already starting to rebound. So if you want to get in on that, like it's about time because they know Biden's about to be out of office and the stock market's going to recover. As long as Biden gets out of office. Right now, it's a gamble. It's like, is
Dude.
Biden gonna lose this presidential?
Yeah, honestly, dude, I
It's like,
haven't been paying attention to any of that.
dude, me neither. It's
Like,
yo,
I mean, I'm aware
Like,
of what's going on. and
right.
I think there was a point a couple months ago where I was thinking, I don't think it's going to be Trump or Biden.
I hope not.
I don't
honestly.
even see how it can be Trump now.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't.
Nah, I mean, bro, I honestly,
he has his ways, but like,
I
hit
think
with so many charges. Like,
nah, he's gonna win, bro.
No,
I think Trump's gonna win, and I don't necessarily want that. I prefer it over Biden. I'll take Trump over Biden any day of the week.
Any
Yeah.
day.
But I would rather a new Republican representative come into place, someone with the same policies as Trump, but less personality as Trump. Not the same fucking
yeah.
personality. Because that's really what it comes down to with Trump, is that he's a fucking ass.
yeah.
And he doesn't do a good job like representing the Republican community. That's why all these liberals think that Republicans are racist, homophobic, yada yada. I'm a Republican. I'm not racist or homophobic. You know what I mean? Like, so I think it's a big, like, I think he put a bad stain on us, even though he didn't. If you really watch some of the stuff, he really hasn't said anything racist or homophobic. It's just his asshole persona that gives off the energy, for lack of a better word, that he is a racist, homophobic.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and a lot of things have been misconstrued. I mean, the Mexican stuff was bad. It definitely didn't sound good.
No.
But the thing is, if you watch, once again, our whole fucking atmosphere is polluted with short-term content, like like bursts of content. No one's watching long format
Yeah, our
content
attention
anymore.
span is not.
Yeah.
As,
So all the shit with the Mexican stuff, it was really, I'm gonna get hate for defending Trump, but it was really basically him saying, like, these are the type of Mexicans we don't want in our country.
I don't.
But he was specifically talking about the
No, I know what you're saying.
'Cause
Just
the people that sounds bad. We're
I
gonna have
know
to
that's
edit that.
No, we're leaving that in. Leave that shit in.
Let me put the full point out
that
there.
was funny.
He was saying these type of Mexicans, as in the criminal Mexicans that were. You can say criminal Irish people too. We run mobs.
No, it's the first
Like,
part
there-
of what you're saying.
There are criminals in Ireland as well. We run the Irish mob.
No,
Like,
no,
we
no,
got
I
bad
know,
people
no,
too.
I know.
I'm not saying that all Mexicans.
No, I
are
know
this.
you're not. No, I know.
And that
He's not. He's not.
And neither was he. That's what I'm saying. Trump was saying that he wanted to stop the criminal Mexicans from coming over.
Right.
Because those are the people coming over. Though most of them, those are the ones they're trying to find a way to get in so that they can get their drugs and all that shit across.
Yeah.
I mean, not most. That's sorry, once again. But
How do you think if he said
a lot of
criminal
them.
Mexicans as opposed to these kinds of Mexicans?
I don't think he
might
even
have
said
liked
the.
him
I don't think he said these kinds.
I hope he didn't.
I don't remember the full clip. I don't remember the full
Or
clip.
these these hybrids. We don't want them coming to the America.
These hybrids.
I don't know. I'm a little scared about this part.
Oh,
I feel
that's
like
funny.
I didn't word it well
no.
enough, and now
You
I
didn't.
sound like a
I'm
fucking
telling you, you
racist.
didn't. You just opened the door, and I just fucking.
No, you're not. You're just giving your
waltzed in.
opinion, and honestly, at the
My opinion isn't that
end of the
Mexicans
day-
are criminals, though. My opinion is there are a lot of criminal Mexicans
Obviously.
coming into our country. That doesn't mean that all Mexicans are criminals, though. That just means that a lot of the
that was
ones coming over here are.
I think that it's funny because what you're saying is right.
Trump said all this, not
But
Vince.
you've just given like 8 clips that taken out of context.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's what I'm worried about.
Okay. We love that. Holy shit. Oh, we love that. I'm happy you said
See,
that.
it's hard to see what I'm saying about.
But-
That's why people hate
Yes,
Trump, because
yeah.
they misconstrue, just like people are probably going to misconstrue what I just said.
Taking it out of context, and I agree, dude. I agree with everything you're saying.
So funny.
I
Do
think
you
that-
not agree with what I'm saying?
No, I do. It was just
Yeah,
funny. It was just funny. the
It's
way you
hard to
said
say.
it.
I want one of
I
y'all to
know.
try to say the same thing I just
No,
said and make
I
it not
hear you,
sound
because,
racist.
no,
Like,
Trump-
it comes out bad.
Criminals
that
over
Trump-
here.
There are criminals in Mexico.
No, I know.
There are criminals in
But
America.
unfortunately, even you can't even say criminal nowadays.
There's criminals in fucking Germany. There's criminals everywhere. The problem is a lot of the criminals from Mexico are running to America
Yeah, of course.
to make more money.
I mean, we are kind of close.
we're right there.
It is
Yeah, I mean-
literally a crime just to cross the border without a
Yeah.
fucking.
But yeah, but I want to
But-
include like the people just trying to find a better life in that. But I still think they need to come over here legally. We need to make it more accessible for them to get here legally, because it is
Right.
very hard to get here legally
That's what
to
I've
keep
heard.
the criminals out. But the problem is the criminals are coming in anyway. So
Yeah,
maybe
so-
make it a little easier. That way, maybe the criminals might even take the gamble and try to go the legal way, and then they get fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And then they'll hop the border later.
Honestly, people will always figure out a way to
Slows them
get
down.
through shit. Like, it doesn't matter how much shit you put. I mean, they'll figure out how to get through it, under it, over it.
I mean, that if you make something
Around it.
illegal, you just create a black market that's even more dangerous for it. We've seen that
Yeah, exactly.
throughout history.
Anyway, where I was going with that
Yeah, before you started making those
is that one remark
racist
that he
Trump
made
remarks.
about Mexicans that got misconstrued, and he didn't word it well either, is what led to them thinking he's homophobic and racist towards black people and all this shit too. When he wasn't even talking about either of those. He wasn't talking about black people. He wasn't talking about gays. None of that.
he was talking about the Muslims.
He was talking about Mexicans because he went off on he went off on criminal Mexicans. They then took that, he's racist against Mexicans, he's racist against everybody. And if he's a racist, he must also be a homophobic, because who's only racist? They're also homophobics.
Yeah.
So all that just got lumped together.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with some new shit that came out about Trump that even I thought was kind of crazy, like ballsy fucking move.
Yeah, out of everything else.
He actually just said in an interview that he's gonna ban transitioning.
Oh yeah, he's gonna ban the use of the pronouns, right, or something.
Oh,
like that.
I don't know about that. But
He said something about you banning the.
maybe he's gonna get rid of the laws. Like in California, it's a hate crime to misgender somebody.
Yeah, I
So
think
maybe he's gonna get rid of those laws.
Yeah,
it's crazy law.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I did valet at a gay club for a long time. I would have had a lot of felonies under my belt.
yeah, dude.
No shit, bro. And the thing that I witnessed working there when I was doing this, I would do that. I would misgender somebody.
They'd pop off.
No,
Never.
not one time ever.
That's good.
Because people are fucking people.
Yeah.
At the end of the
I mean,
day,
And they understand.
Yes.
You know,
I literally,
Some
I'm
more
not
than
even
others.
joking. Probably 24 times have I misgendered somebody working at. I spent a lot of time at this club. It's Southern Nights in Orlando. Shout out Southern Nights. I spent a lot of time working there. I misgendered people plenty of times. Never once did anybody get mad. Never once. It was whatever, because
they understand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and because if a human that knows, if you're serious and you know who you are, what you are, you don't have to prove it to anybody because you know it. You know what I mean?
You make a great
don't.
point with that. Yeah, I mean,
you don't got to
honestly,
prove it.
as long as you know it, you shouldn't
You're
need the
living it.
satisfaction of everyone else.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
It's your life, live it.
I think for the most part, though, what that really speaks to is it's understandable for somebody to fuck up your gender. If
Right.
you look like a man, I'm probably gonna call you a man.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Respectfully.
Even if you have some feminine attributes,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
if you look like a man, I'm gonna think you're a man. You know what I mean? So,
Vice versa.
and then if they tell me like, "Yo, I'm a woman," all right, I'll call you she. Okay, it's fine.
yeah,
You
whatever
know what I mean?
want.
But don't get mad at me.
Yeah, it's like I
But,
don't know.
and another thing that does is it shows how social media amplifies shit.
Yeah.
Because according to social media, like you heard my initial reaction, they popped off on you. That's because on social media, that's all that's out there. It's these
Right.
people getting
Yeah.
fucking pissed about misgendering. And the craziest shit is the people getting the most pissed about the misgendering aren't even transgender.
Yeah, they're not even. Yeah,
They're not even part of the
I've
fucking
noticed that
community.
too. No, not at all.
Like,
The same thing. It's the same thing with the BLM. It's the same thing with Antifa. It's the same. It's usually white privileged people. Privileged people who have absolutely in college who have absolutely nothing the fuck
Yeah.
better to do
Literally,
than go out and cause havoc and
speak on shit that doesn't even relate
it's
to them.
fucked. But it is true.
Yeah.
It's usually privileged people who literally have nothing better to do or worry about. They're not out there grinding every day looking to see what they want to make out of their lives or truthfully want to help another person's life, because at the end of the day, I've lived by this. You can't help another person without helping yourself first. Like you can't, you gotta work on your, it's the airplane mask,
Yeah.
you
Okay,
know, like
yeah.
you gotta put your own mask on before you help someone else, bro. Like nobody's gonna listen to you until you figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody.
yeah.
Yeah, and that goes for a
Touche.
lot of these political commentators. There's a lot of political commentators out there that like Hassan Piker and all this shit that push. I mean, and we get, if you want me to be like non-biased, I'll include like Ben Shapiro in there. Although, I mean, they're probably about equal in terms of like knowledge on the topics, just on opposite sides.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they have an agenda to push too. At the end of the day, they want to push their ideologies on other people, and nobody listened to them though. To your point, until they were successful. You know what I'm saying? So like,
prove it.
You gotta prove something.
Be undeniable.
But I feel like nowadays a lot of people are picking a side, whether it be the right or the left, just to pick a side to profit off of.
Right.
Because you can go viral from that shit.
They're just trying to join the club. Whoever is succeeding more, they're going to be a part of. Whoever is doing bad, obviously they're not. And then whenever the roles switch, everyone that was on this side will migrate over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's reactionary.
Yeah. That's what I think a lot is going on. Like everyone says and does a lot of the things that they do because they think it's the cool. Like they want to fit in. They don't want to stand out and have a fucking thought of their own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't want to get too deep into that. Jesus.
I do.
I'm honestly a little worried about talking. This is the first time we've gone real political.
We honestly have.
this.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. We're going to have to watch this back for sure.
No. We keep it. No, we're fine.
But
this is A1 day one shit, right?
Yeah, what you mean? This is we haven't said anything bad. No, yeah, we tiptoeing. We're not doing anything bad. Definitely tiptoeing,
balancing.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. On that shit.
I think what you're worried about is what you were talking about with the Trump shit in
Definitely the biggest worry.
But you know, everything that you said at the end of the day is true, and I think that Trump, like, as much as it's easy to hate the guy,
his policies worked,
and I yes, and I also hate both of them. I hate Trump. I hate Biden.
Literally.
See, the thing is, I don't even hate Biden. He's just, he's fucking, he's got all his screws loose.
He's kind of gone.
And he's also always been that way. He's a career politician and he has always been corrupt. He's always been fucked. If you watch videos of him 40 years ago, he's saying some weird shit.
He's actually said racist shit on camera.
Oh, worse than Trump.
And homophobic shit. Way worse.
He's always been this way. His whole family's corrupt. And also Trump, the reason that it's been so reactionary, the reason that the media has attacked him is because it's because of how unhinged he is. It's because
that too, yeah.
He's going against the grain.
Completely agree with that.
It's because of how he went for the system. And the system, it goes deeper than we think. Like we could sit here and talk about conspiracy theories all day long, but a lot of conspiracies are real.
Oh yeah.
And it goes deeper than we could even sit here.
I mean, bro, I think everybody knows at this point that the president isn't the guy calling the shots. I think he has influence on the shots, but he ain't the one calling them.
It's not even close,
you know.
It's the pharmaceutical companies.
They're in there.
And it's BlackRock.
Did you see
it's Raytheon. It's
I've heard
all
about
the
BlackRock,
it's all of the
I have no idea
weapons
what the fuck y'all are talking
companies.
about.
It's
BlackRock like owns everything.
I have no idea what that is.
It's a company that owns everything.
literally almost every the fact that it's not been taken down for monopoly at this point is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is. It's BlackRock. It's all.
You said another one,
Raytheon.
I never heard of Raytheon.
Yeah. It's a weapons company, a technology company.
Okay.
Boston Dynamics. Who else?
That's fine.
The list could go on, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean it's bad. I mean they are literally running a monopoly, and that's why certain agendas are able to be pushed so easily because they own every company pushing them. You know what I mean? When you own damn near every company in America, it's pretty easy to tell those companies to do what you want them to do.
Yeah.
You get the final say. You get to choose that they do what you want to do.
And then you have the whole other side note of the pharmaceutical companies, which
that's
different from BlackRock, from these big financial companies who really have the power. But there's also
Pfizer
owns
also stock in all the media companies that were pushing.
That's what I was going at.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at. Was they?
We can't talk about that too much.
They control. Facts. They control the media companies, and they control really what
we see.
The average population of the average Gen Pop is seeing in media. Like they really control that narrative.
Have you heard about the company I think it's actually a section of government over in the UK. It was designed, I don't remember the name of it, but it was designed to basically it was like controlled behavior across the masses. So originally it was used as a tool for good. They originally put that part, like government part in their system to get people to like live healthier lives and like be happier and stuff. But then over time they realize, yo, this shit actually works. Like people are stopping drugs and people are stopping doing this because of our behavior shit that we're doing. Let's find a way to make money off this. You know what I mean? And then they started like using that same propaganda, I guess, to then get people to like, you know, kind of like the whole vax situation that we had going on over here. You know,
really? I didn't know any. Yeah, I'm so lost in what you got. I've never heard any of this shit.
But it's a whole government program over there that was established in like the 50s. It was established in the 50s for propaganda to lead people to live certain ways and behave certain ways. And now they're doing it to behave other ways. And, you know, that's where we can go into a lot of the wokeism that's going on these days. It's all from behavioral, basically, programming. Basically,
and it also has to do with the fact that that's what you're seeing in media and pop culture. And people are what humans are, social, cultural animals. So if you see that shit online, even if that's not when you go out and hang with your buddies, even if that's not how people are talking.
Yeah, but
you spend a lot of freaking time on your phone. You spend a lot of time online. Yeah. So if that's what you're seeing all the time,
you think that the world is different.
Then you're gonna start acting. You're gonna start watching what you're saying. You're gonna start, you know, because in my opinion, the world used to be way fucking funnier. Like 10, 20, 30 years ago, people were the comedy world was different. I mean, I have to say nowadays there seems to be like kind of a comedy revolution. Oh yeah. People are coming out the woodwork.
I think Andrew Schultz led that movement a lot.
Yeah. Oh, Andrew Schultz is a goat for sure.
You know what's weird about him though? Not to like stick it at Andrew a little bit. I feel like the more famous he got though, the more he started like walking the line a little bit. He's still definitely leaning towards the crazy side, but I've noticed him like kind of like pull back
a little bit.
Yeah,
that's probably just so he has a little piece in his own.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. If
he
was full balls to the wall, what he believed, there would be when you get to a certain point of fame. If you're not just walking the line and trying to talk how everybody wants to hear you or whatever, then you're gonna have so much pushback. Even if you're just trying to be yourself, like. That's a tough place to be.
Yeah.
In like especially the real life.
Speaking of Andrew Schultz, man, I got to give that guy some credit as far as his podcast goes, dude. I've been watching it recently. I think he's got the best podcast in the game production wise. Oh, like the flow of it, the
Joe Rogan even said that. He's like, bro, this is too much.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like his shit, it almost feels like TV. But it's like you took TV production and made it authentic, like a Joe Rogan podcast or something. That's what his feels like. The pacing, the way that they structure their conversations and everything. Yeah, it's a masterpiece, man. That guy, I will say, he's a good comedian. I think he's a better podcaster. I think he's a podcaster first, comedian second.
Yeah,
his
podcasting kind of overshadowed his comedic. Stand up in respect.
And I mean,
he's one of the podfathers.
Yeah, he is. Joe Rogan's the podfather, though. Yeah, I mean,
he's not the, but yeah.
I would take it to who's that guy on XM?
Joe Rogan's just pod.
Who's that guy
on XM Radio?
Yeah.
Howard Stern.
Howard Stern. He's the OG.
Yeah.
He's never been on that. That's not a podcast. That's a radio show. But
it's podcast.
He's even come out before and said that he doesn't like podcasts, which I think is hilarious because it's like
maybe it's because of competition.
It's literally where podcasts came from.
Yeah,
but he's always been he's always a little bit like meh. Like
it's probably because it's competition. He just doesn't like the competition of it.
Yeah.
You know, so he's got to talk shit on it to keep his show going.
Of course.
You know,
of course.
He can't give credit to his enemy, you know?
Yeah.
Good.
Although they have a lot of similarities. He's definitely
similarities are damn near the same thing, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, damn near.
That's what I'm saying. That's literally what I'm saying.
All right, to switch gears a little bit from a lot of stuff. Like we kind of compacted like all of society.
Yeah.
But
there's more.
Yeah, but
just like Schultz, we're just gonna
so let's talk about some trippy shit, dog.
Oh yeah,
I want to talk to you about the universe a little bit, homie.
Okay, bring it.
So,
bro.
So
you've done a lot.
Kind of sketched out.
Let's hop right in on one disagreement we have as far as stuff goes with that time, dude. I still stick by that time is a real concept, like a real thing, and I know you think it's just a social construct.
I mean,
Unless your opinion on that has changed
That's-
since we last spoke on it.
I think we got to go deeper in on that because, like, what do
I
you
think it's a
mean by that? Like,
tangible
it's-
thing. It can be measured. It can be.
Yeah.
It can be manipulated. So I think that in itself goes to show that it exists. It's not just a social construct. It's not just something that is like put
Yeah,
onto us by
I
like
think.
the government
Okay,
or whatever.
yeah, no, I
whoever
see where
puts it
you're
in
going.
place.
I think that maybe when you say you can manipulate it, the way I kind of see it is more like you manipulate your own personal perspective of what you're.
But no, you
taking
you
in as
bend it
time?
with speed. Speed bends
Yes,
time.
but you're the thing observing it in.
You're observing
in-
it, but it's
in
actually
the-
bending around you because
Yeah.
and it's
Well-
proven because it would like let's say you're traveling in a spaceship at a million. I've used this example before
Yeah.
on a previous pod, but you're
I was
traveling
gonna say.
in a spaceship at the speed of light,
Mhm.
and you go X amount of distance. Let's say you go a light year, right? So you travel for a year, you come back at the speed of light, right? So you've been gone for 2 years.
Yeah.
Time bent, and
Yep.
now you're home, and it's been like 20 years.
Yeah.
So that's observable right there. You didn't
Yeah.
age 20 years. So it's not like
No,
you just perceived
I don't
20
think-
years as 2 years because you only aged 2 years.
I don't
Damn,
think
y'all
that
blowing my mind
I don't
right now.
think that we don't disagree on that. Like I think that I think that you're confusing what I think of as reality as what you think of as time. Because so like what you're saying is
I think time is a component of reality.
yeah, I guess, but like what you just described is that's what I think of as reality, and what I think of as time is merely just our on earth human measurement of the sun's rotation around the earth. That's all that time is. It's a mathematical measurement, and I think that reality goes on in
But it's a
measurable.
It's a measurement of a feasible thing, which is
Yes,
the
but
flow
I
of
think
time.
it probably differs vastly throughout the universe, and I think that that's
It does based
That's
on
our
gravity and speed.
Earth version of time. Time is just a name that we gave the
That,
measurement
yeah,
of the bodies
of events
around us. We measured it mathematically,
Right.
and that's the numbers that we put on it
Mm-hmm.
of the bodies around us, of the Earth, of the sun, and all of the bodies that move around it. We calculate.
I think that's what we used to
and
measure.
that's time. But physical reality itself, that's the measurable. That's like what you're talking about as that can be manipulated. That can be, and your existence and perspective in that can be manipulated by speed or whatever, which we haven't even fully tested yet. We don't know yet. What would
We
happen
haven't
if you
tested
put a
it-
human in something going
Yeah, we
light
haven't
speed
tested it
that-
humanly.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
tested it with
You know?
clocks, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time speed.
Yeah.
Ah.
Like we've had somebody like we've calibrated 2 watches to the same
Yeah, okay.
caliber, and then we had somebody get in. It was either a spaceship or a super fast fucking jet,
Yeah.
and they traveled for a certain amount of time. His watch, the guy that was in the jet, was a minute behind the guy that was on the ground.
Okay.
So time moved slower for him,
Yeah.
even by human measurements.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're going pretty fucking fast, if you're like Superman and you're going like,
But that's what I'm
Because
saying.
you're-
Since we can
You're
manipulate it, it's a
You're
real.
actually like fighting.
Time is just the
You're
name
fighting gravity essentially in that. So that does make sense because that's what runs the watch. That's what it's all. Gravity is everything.
Well, yeah.
And that's why.
Well, that's
find
why
it-
going fast.
That's why I find it funny.
Because your
I can't
G forces
believe,
go
I
up.
can't believe that people really think that the Earth is flat
oh,
like,
bro,
man,
dude,
That's a whole nother thing.
because like.
if you think the Earth is flat, please go
what
outside.
what I always say, I'm like,
That's all I'm
first of
gonna
all,
say.
how many airplanes have you been on? Second of all, like, look at every other. Have you ever looked through a telescope? Like, have you ever gotten high and just looked at the stars? Like, look at
Everything else is round.
Everything else is round, and what you know about what they teach you in fucking.
It's almost kind of interesting
and
though. Why
what
do you
they
think
teach you-
everything is round?
I was about. That's what I'm.
Oh,
getting to.
okay.
Yes, because gravity.
I never
gravity-
thought of it that way.
I'm gonna give it to you right now. So gravity, once a object reaches a certain mass, it pulls everything in towards it.
Okay. Oh, I see.
So,
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
why things become round because it's one.
It's wrapping around the core.
It's one core of intense gravitational pull, and it pulls equally in all directions.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so everything becomes round. And also, the Earth is not fucking round. We think it's round.
Yeah,
But
it's roundish.
It's
like an oval.
It is shaped like,
No, that bitch a triangle.
dude. It is like if
well, it's
No,
round.
even like that. Nick.
it
No.
appears to.
Yeah,
be
it
round.
appears round, but obviously it's got valleys and shit and
Oh,
all
yeah.
that because
It's
of the
like-
mountains and all that.
Yeah,
But
it's
they-
like the same thing. If you look, if you take a pool ball. and
Yeah,
you
I was just
look
about
at
to
it
say.
through a microscope.
it's got
The
bumps on it.
valleys and peaks
Yeah.
are actually larger than that of the Earth. So yes, it's round to us, but in reality, nothing's perfectly round. Nothing.
Yeah.
No atom on Earth has ever even touched
Oh yeah, I know.
the other atoms.
Yeah,
like
that shit's
nothing,
crazy.
Nothing has ever.
Like I'm not
touched.
actually touching you. Have
No.
you heard that?
It feels like you're
the
fucking.
only-
No, that's a fact.
You're not
only-
touching me because my shirt.
I'm not actually touching you.
Well,
No,
you'd have
literally.
to touch my bones and like
No,
No,
but
I'm
I
just
mean,
fucking with
my
you.
skin isn't touching your skin.
making
It's-
me uncomfortable.
It's
right
the
Do you see? Isn't that crazy though? Isn't that
now.
nuts?
How are you not touching me?
Because our atoms
So if I
are
slap the
vibrating
fuck-
on.
so if I slap
you
the fuck-
technically don't touch me.
no.
Yeah.
You literally don't. You've never heard this?
So officer, look, I didn't really hit
My atoms
the
didn't
atoms
make contact.
with the gravity. It wasn't.
See, what blows my mind on that? I know it's fact. I
Yeah,
know it's
yeah.
real.
No, but yeah, can
But-
you jump on that? What the fuck is this? The no touching? Wait.
I mean,
okay,
I'm not a quantum physicist, but
either, but-
essentially, like our atoms are vibrating and they repel each other. So when you come in full contact, they're still not touching because the atoms are repelling each other.
There's a force field essentially
Yeah.
around the neutron or around the electrons that are rotating around the atoms. There's like a space between it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go like this,
Mm-hmm.
the tiny it's obviously
Obviously, I was just about to say.
it's
but-
beyond we couldn't
Yeah.
even see it in a
It's-
microscope.
It's on the
It's on the quantum spectrum,
level.
yeah.
It's
So
on
how the
level.
fuck they know that? If we can't see it, how do they know?
Because
I'm
we know
not
quantum
touching-
mechanics. We know quantum physics.
I mean, I guess.
We know how atoms work, and we
mean,
know that everything's made of atoms.
We don't.
We
know.
don't, but like,
But I heard it.
we
from
as
a
humanity.
smart person.
yeah, we as humanity, literally. But so yeah, that shit is absolutely insane, and that could take me down a little rabbit hole with quantum mechanics. I mean,
Oh yeah.
bro, like so the smallest we've gotten is what, to a quark?
Yes.
That's smaller than an electron, right? The
Is the
quark's
quark the
inside the
smallest?
electron.
I feel like there was another one that they recently found, but I wouldn't know it because I'm not that smart.
I think it was a quark. The last I saw, it
I mean,
was a
I'm
quark.
pretty
quark?
quirky myself.
I think it's called a quark,
that's what I was
right?
gonna say. And that's like when, yeah.
That's what it's called, right? It's called a quark.
It's a quark. Yeah.
Quark.
Yeah.
Quark.
All right. So quarks are the building blocks of electrons, right? Which are surrounding atoms. So like we call the atom the smallest thing, but then it's got the electron,
Mhm.
and then inside the electron you got the quark. So it always gets smaller, and it makes sense because if you shrunk yourself down to the size of a quark, you're filling space. So something is smaller than you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you could just keep zooming in and zooming in and zooming in and zooming in forever.
I think the universe goes on probably infinitely,
Bro,
in
like-
both directions of size,
And it,
micro and macro. I think it goes infinitely.
And to take it back to time slows down as you shrink as well. The smaller you get, the slower time moves.
Yeah, we know that from Ant-Man.
I mean, that's not where I originally heard it, but they do use that in Ant-Man.
I need to watch Ant-Man.
But the smaller you go, the slower time moves. So you could have an entire universe in an atom and it could go through a 17 billion year lifespan. Or actually, we're 26 billion years old now, by the way. Did you guys hear that news?
I'm old.
We'll hop into that.
We're old as fuck.
Our universes.
Oh.
But so it could be going on for 17 billion years, even if you like snap and that atom just got completely wiped the fuck out in an instant. That instant to that microscopic level could have been billions of years. Because it goes into infinity. So however small you need to go to where time dilates to that point,
Mm-hmm.
then
Yeah, I mean,
that was a billion years right there.
Dude, we're
Y'all,
we're essentially in a giant psychedelic trip as humans.
What is a trip though? Because this is
we
something
are-
I've thought about. It really
Dude.
all of that acid and shrooms does is like rewire the way that your brain is firing, right? So what if we adapted in a way that our brain fired that way naturally? Then that would be our norm to us, like seeing shit fucking melt all the time and
I mean,
stuff.
Dude, Jesus Christ.
Listen, I've done shrooms and acid,
But it wouldn't be trippy because
and
we'd be adapted.
DMT.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's true.
I've done all of the above. I went through a phase where that's what I wanted. I wanted to trip my balls off, and I wanted to see if I can answer some of these questions, which first of all, let me not recommend that to anybody, especially someone who's young.
Yeah,
Don't do that shit.
I'm proud to hear you say that because I remember back
Yeah.
when you were in that phase, you were locked in, bro.
I mean, of course.
Like I couldn't change
Because
your
it's-
mind on
It's
shit.
captivating, man. It's
I believe it.
captivating. The things that you see, the stuff that you fucking witness, the places that your brain wants to take you, you're just like, man,
Again, don't do this at home
please don't.
or at all.
Children, stay off.
You were
the
like,
drugs.
don't do it. Man, it is so fucking good, man. Oh my God, you got to experience.
I mean,
No, but you're not lying. I mean,
if you can do it and
I've
make
had
it
my fair
out
share.
with a good head on your shoulders, I think that for sure it's going to give you an insane perspective on life.
And I agree
Give you-
completely. Like shrooms fucked me up for a while, but
Yeah.
I definitely am glad of the person it turned me into when I came out the other side.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like you both know this. I was like fucked up for like a year, like PTSD from a bad
Mhm.
trip.
Mhm.
And but coming out the other side, like I want to be who I am today and have the perspective I have on reality and everything if I didn't do that.
Mhm.
You know, there's something I don't know how to explain it, but
It opens your
it just opened my mind. Yeah, it made everything seem a lot more possible. It confused me on a lot of things as far as like reality
Yeah.
goes and everything. And that's when I got obsessed with like the time dilation shit and all that because I was just trying to
Yeah.
figure out what reality is. And I was just like researching like, you know, basically quantum physics because that's basically the cookbook of reality. That's basically what they're trying to do is like figure out
Yeah, for sure.
what this all is.
Mhm.
And that takes me back to my point of like tripping. That's what kind of fucked me up for a little bit is I realized that all it's doing is like changing how my brain runs. Who's to say that's the wrong way to run? I'm just experiencing the same reality I'm in
Mhm.
right now
Right.
through a different lens.
Yeah.
Literally, it's the same lens or the same reality, different lens.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So if I was brought up this way and I was born seeing like this, it would feel normal. And if I took a drug and switched to feeling like this,
Like
it
this.
rewired me this way. So what? And it got me thinking. And we talked about this on another one about other senses that we haven't unlocked yet.
Right.
And like it just made me realize like how little of our reality we know.
Oh,
And
brother,
like
I don't
and
even know.
but it's right in front of us. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we
Like
just
when
see
you
it.
trip balls and the things change, like that's happening in front of us right now.
Thousands.
We just don't have the lens on to see
yeah.
it.
On our planet alone, if you include all of the senses of other animals and beings on our planet, dude, there's thousands of untapped senses and just dimensions of reality that we are completely blind to.
Well,
that
dimensions are
other-
infinite theoretically.
that other animals are living in.
Haven't we
all the
proven
time.
12 dimensions? We've proven 12, and the theory is that
Ye-
there's infinite.
It's it's kind of complicated. They don't really, you can't really, in my opinion, you can't really know how many dimensions there are. But yeah, I think right now,
Well, gravity and time are said to be on the fourth dimension. Once again, because time's real.
mhm, because time is a real thing. It exists. We are living in it.
But I don't know what all the dimensions are, but I believe I saw. I mean, the fourth dimension is definitely real. Like we've even found ways to use like AI and shit to kind of
That shit's gonna
replicate
take
what
over
the
the
fourth
fucking
dimension
world, bro.
looks like. Which is crazy. Like, and we talked about this on another pod, but I want to talk about it with you. Have you thought about how we perceive in the second dimension, even though we're in the third?
Dude, it's funny because
Like this is an image.
I hadn't,
You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
I hadn't in a long time. Like yes, I'm well aware of that, but it's funny
It's
that you bring
trippy.
it up because it was like 2 days ago.
You were
I
looking
was-
into it?
Before work, I just got done with the workout. I wasn't looking into it or anything. I was sitting on the porch, drinking my coffee before work. And I was smoking a little joint, smoking a little J-ski. And I'm sitting looking at my dog's laying out in the grass and he's just sitting there. and I'm looking over there and I just had this thought in my mind and I was
That's
like,
a 2D image.
and I was like, yo, everything that I'm looking at right now is
A flat
actually
image.
completely two-dimensional.
Yeah. We don't see the third dimension.
Not at
we
all.
can only perceive. We only
We can
know it's
perceive,
3D.
We understand it.
We understand it because of depth.
Yeah.
Depth
It's so
perception.
weird because now I'm looking at you and I'm like,
It's
I
a
can
picture.
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a picture. It's all 2D.
Flat Stanley in this bitch.
Think about it, bro.
I'm
When,
saying,
when
for
you
real.
Flat Stan.
you've done like a lot of art, right? Like decent amount. You were in like art class and you had to draw shit. You know how you drew like in 3D, like you would draw like
right.
it looks like it's further away.
Right.
That's on a flat surface. You just
Yeah.
it looks 3D because you draw it in
It's
a
all
way
about
that there's
perspective.
depth.
Right.
It's all about
You
perspective.
know what I mean?
That's
Vantage point.
still
Exactly.
crazy, bro. That's insane.
Size is really what gives it to you. You can tell how far away something is by how big it is.
So
You know,
size
the closer you get, size does matter.
Size does matter.
The closer you get to it, the bigger it gets. The further away you get from it, the smaller it gets. Use that zoom on your camera, boys.
And girls, just look a little closer.
Yeah.
Listen, I swear to God, it's bigger in my mind.
All right, so we are running low on time though, y'all. So Calvin, there was a lot of things we did want to jump into that we didn't get to, but real quick before we wrap it up, I do want you just to, plug whatever you want to plug, let the people know who you are, where they can find you.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
So _Skywalker on Instagram. That's SKYWALKUR, Skywalker. Okay. And that's on Instagram. That's on Twitter. That's on everything. And then, listen to my music. Listen to me and my boy Three's
Links in the
music.
description.
I promise you will
The
not
link will be in
regret
the
it.
description for real.
It's
Yep.
honestly amazing, especially if you're in the Orlando area. We're some hometown heroes in my opinion.
Mhm.
But who the fuck am I?
The best thing about to come out of Orlando in a long time.
Before we get out of here, I actually did bring a gift for my
I
completely
forgot about that.
podcast buddies over here.
Let's see. First gift on the Otown Talk.
Oh yeah.
That's fire. I'm kind of excited.
That's actually that's kind of fucked. I mean, how do you come on and not bring a gift? That's what it's all about. And this is so these boys, for some context, they've been my poker buddies for some time now.
Is there?
And I wanted to give the gift that keeps on giving. I wanted to give them a gift that I could also use with them. So
Oh yeah.
we got some pretty
Show to the camera.
sweet,
Show to the
some
camera.
pretty sweet playing cards right here.
Yeah.
99.99% gold.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's bust them open. Let's bust it
Yeah,
open.
let's bust it open, man. Show them what you got. It's got the certificate with it and all.
What they look at? Oh shit.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I got.
Hey.
Let's see if we can get a shot. I don't know. Let me put it in front of Cal's camera. It's a little
Gosh,
closer.
dang,
Oh, yeah, there we go.
son.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, yep.
That's fucking
I
sick.
can't wait to play with
Uh-huh.
them
Oh, yeah.
bitches.
Yeah, me neither, man. That's why I got them.
Dude, this is a sick case too.
Heck yeah.
Let's take one out.
That's sick.
Let me see that one.
Man,
Let's see it.
I wanted to show it off.
That's
Yeah,
fire.
yeah.
That's dope, bro.
Like I said, gift that keeps on giving.
That's fire.
Hell yeah.
We gotta run
That's
poker
a gift.
soon.
That's not.
We gotta run
That's
poker
for me
soon.
too. You heard?
Yeah, we definitely gonna be running. Way too long.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you, Calvin. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for the cards.
Always,
we had
bro.
some great
Thank you,
conversation
bro.
tonight. Hopefully, we're not canceled after the political talk,
Nah.
especially
No.
me, because I was trying, went into a risky topic with that one.
We get canceled.
I think
Y'all are
we
all soft as
smoothened it out
fuck.
though. So if they watched long enough, they realized what I was trying to say.
Oh,
It
you're
was-
fucked.
it
You're
was-
fucked, bud. Sorry.
It was just hard to put it in the right words, but it got right eventually.
Yeah.
So hopefully
we
they watch
explained
it.
it. Make sure you
No big deal. You're a
Make sure
good
you
guy.
like,
Everybody
comment,
knows that.
subscribe, turn the notifications,
on.
and we'll see you next time. Otown Talk, baby.
Go
We
ahead,
out.
swipe up.
Man, we are getting good at this shit.
I've been good at it, bro. I got experience.